up?
What's up, everybody? Who's that? I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix this phone real quick. So, for everybody watching, we're just gonna do like some current topics that are going on in social media. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. How's everybody doing today?
What's up? You know this is an interactive episode, so feel free to interact.
Yes, everybody interact. If you have something to say and you don't want to type it up, send us a request. We'll add you and let you say what you gotta say. We're not gonna let nobody take the show over like last week. Brandon took the show over, but we want y'all to. We want people to send requests to join and say what you gotta say. But we can get started. So, one of the topics that we want to talk about tonight is the Lil Nas X video, the new video that he has out. So, let's see. How do you guys feel about Lil Nas X's video? Have you guys seen the new video?
Feedback.
What is it, Montero, Call Me By Your Name or something like that?
I actually didn't get to watch it. Heard good things about it. So when someone can discuss it, so we can get like a gist of what's going on.
Well, I saw it. I watched it like twice. I don't really like the song that much. But the video, like the graphics and everything in the video are amazing. The video is amazing. I will say that. The video is really, really, really good.
What kind of vibe is it?
It's weird. It's like an apocalyptic stripper type of video. Like it kind of gives you like it gives so many different dynamics. Like it's certain parts that kind of remind me of like the Hunger Games or like the newer Alice in Wonderland movie. You know, that looks it's. And then, like I said, it's like this. He has like a part where he's like a stripper, but then he's walking like he walks towards the devil, and he gets behind the devil, and he like snaps the devil's neck and takes the crown off of his head. It's a good video. I really love it. He is dancing with the devil. Yes, that's what it is. He's dancing with the devil.
Maybe for the hard Christians, that's not the best video to watch.
I really, really like it though. I like the video. I don't necessarily like the song that much. I think the song has to grow on me, but I love the video. I get what he was doing with the song though. You can kind of tell that he's trying to stick to that like country pop sound, which I don't blame him because Old Town Road was such a mega hit for him. It's like, why not ride that wave if you...
I think he's old.
Yeah, but I mean, it works for him. It's like different. You know, for us to have a gay black male rapper out and he's doing rap music, but he always has that like country element to it.
I didn't see the shoes. Send a pic in the group because I didn't see the video. But I just heard so many different like mixed reviews on
I saw the boots that he had on. I don't remember the shoes that everybody is talking about. I don't remember seeing the shoes. Yeah, I read that, but I don't remember seeing the shoes in the video. Maybe somebody send like a screenshot of the shoes to our DM, like DM us a screenshot of the shoes or something. Because I don't remember seeing the shoes that they were talking about. Maybe I could look for the shoes. Let's see what the shoes. But how do you guys feel about the video? Those of you who've seen the video.
Is anyone here like a real Lil Nas X fan? You know, minus the Old Town Road.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a pop phenomenon, but I'm talking about his actual music. Like, you know, Ape Meanie.
Oh, okay.
That's all I really know.
Are the shoes, but I don't remember seeing them in the video. Satan shoes. Yes. I like the shoes though. These are the shoes from the picture, the Nike shoes that have like the Satan symbol on them. They fresh. I like those shoes. They just Air Maxes, but they have like the symbol on them.
Star David. Symbols of pentagram is the Star David.
You can say the shoes has one drop of blood. I like the shoes the way they look on the picture. I didn't see them in the video. I thought everybody was saying they were in the video. But I do like the video. I don't really like the song. I think the song might do good. I don't think he's ever gonna do as good as Old Town Road. And I think he's trying to like I said, I think he's trying to ride that Old Town Road wave, but he's trying to like switch it up a little bit so it's not too repetitive. But I don't think he's ever gonna have a song that's gonna be as big as Old Town Road. Maybe he may have more like number ones, but I don't think any song of his is gonna be close to Old Town Road. I don't think anybody's gonna let it be as big as Old Town Road. Honestly, it's like one of those things where you put out a song and it's so big and everybody loves it so much that when you put up a follow-up, if it's not like the same type of song, people are gonna be like, you know what, it's good, but it's not as good as Old Town Road. So Satan Shoes he has in okay. Courtney said Satan Shoes he has on sale. Sold out in minutes. Only 666 pairs made, and Nike is suing the creator of them. I guarantee you, if Nike made them, Nike just mad because they didn't make them first. That's what it is. It's not the fact that
shoes Nikes.
Yeah.
So then they can sue.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're not suing because of the symbol. They trying to say it's because of the symbol. They suing because they didn't do it first. Because if they could have linked up with him and made the shoes for him, they would have.
It's a hell of a thing to sell, though. 6'6" shoes. If you're actually a Christian, I really don't think you would ever even buy those shoes, regardless of your fashion. Like, your shoes literally advertise with the devil.
I like the shoes. I did like the shoes. But, yeah, that's the whole gist of the Lil Nas X conversation. But we have other stuff that we want to talk about. I was about to start a conversation about what I wanted to talk about, but we'll talk about that later. But one of our first topics tonight is going to be, how do you guys feel when you see a movie and there is a straight actor, whether male or female, there's a straight actor playing the role of a gay person? How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like it's okay because it's a movie and the person is acting? Or do you feel like maybe whoever produced the movie could have given an aspiring gay actor a break and maybe put them in the role since they're gay, they wouldn't know how to play the role? I get.
But how do you know they're really gay? Or just someone just pretend they were gay? What would be the difference?
That's what I'm asking. Like, how do you guys feel about straight people playing gay roles in movies? We want to know how you guys feel about that.
Then let's flip it and let's see how you feel about gay people playing straight people movies. The opposite.
Yeah, that was the next question.
Me personally, doesn't matter. In real life, this is just a category. That's a preference sexually. That doesn't, make you. I actually don't really think it makes you like a real demographic. Your rights aren't being per se. No one can tell what you are unless you want them to know. Now, I mean, if you're flamboyant, then apparently you want people to know that's your style.
No, but what I'm saying is, okay, so say you have someone who is openly gay, and they want to play the role of a gay person that's written in a movie script, and so they audition for it, or they audition for it, and they are just as good as someone straight, but the straight person gets the role instead. And then a lot of times, I don't think the director actually looks for someone gay, because there are gay people that, well, more so gay females who, are openly gay in the industry, and they'll play straight roles and not necessarily play any gay roles.
I mean, I guess it's all on a person. Their roles. I mean, it's like.
What is Courtney talking about?
How you feel about, someone Christian playing a role of a killer or a rapist. When they're roles, in my opinion. Maybe that person didn't fit the role, they didn't see him in the screen. God's plan, I guess.
Just like when they cast a non-black person in a role that is an actual black person. Yeah, like that. Like,
I mean, but they changed it. Yeah, put it this way. Yeah, and I see where people come from, but at the same time, I mean, they change roles for people. Like, have you ever seen, what's the movie? There's a Katniss Everdeen, Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. The little girl, Rue, was white in the book. They made her black. Where's the outrage? I mean, the list can go on with people,
Well, I asked that question because when, in the whole conversation about there being a black Little Mermaid, people were outraged. That was like a big issue. Nobody wants to see a black Little Mermaid. They only want to see the white Little Mermaid.
I mean, they did that with Idris Elba. It's supposed to be James Bond. They don't want him to be James Bond. You don't even care it's a movie role. If you feel like you're not being represented in certain demographics of movies, stop watching them. Boycott them. But it's kind of hard to say because every director is different, so they have different visions. Some people see certain people in certain roles. For example, Empire could have easily been Monique versus Taraji. The Matrix could have easily been Will Smith. And that's a whole different take. It's a whole different race. Their roles, unless they're actually like characters, if there's a Malcolm X movie and you put, Jake Gyllenhaal in there, I'm going to be pissed. But I don't know if this actor is gay or straight. So when you play the role, I actually don't care. I just want you to deliver your role. But it is nice to have diversity amongst, every category, I guess. But, I mean, if you don't really know the actor's personal life, I just see what they bring to the screen.
Right. So, how do you guys feel? Courtney, since you commenting so much, how do you feel about straight people playing gay roles and gay people playing straight roles in movies? Because some people, one of my coworkers, I asked that question, and she was like, it depends on the movie. She said because in some movies, it could kind of be offensive to people of that orientation, which kind of.
Got an example?
I don't have an example, but sometimes people might feel like that, like on Generation. How do you feel about the the little guy from what was it, the Get Down?
He was from the Get Down. He was in Jurassic Park. He was in the Pokemon Pikachu movie.
How do you feel?
But I don't know if he's gay though. So that's what I'm saying. Just because someone isn't, overly flamboyant or the quintessential, yas and all that, he might be gay. Just doesn't, outwardly display it.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not openly gay. So how do you feel about him playing the role of a openly gay male?
I mean, it doesn't bother me. He actually fits the role. What's the guy name? He was in Moonlight. He played RZA in the Wu-Tang Show. He's in a couple things. He actually has another movie on Netflix. And, I mean, to be honest, he's probably one of the most talented actors we've seen in a while. Like, I'm gonna he's legitimately a good actor, but I didn't know he was like that. So I mean, on the other fence, should a heterosexual person be offended if a homosexual person plays a straight role? See, the dynamic has to work on both sides.
Right.
Why couldn't you get someone straight? Why would you get someone gay? Matter of fact, what's his name? White guy. He actually usually plays womenizers. What's his name? Doogie Howser. Oh, that's what I mean. That's why I remember his name was Doogie Howser. Anyway, the white guy, Doogie Howser, How I Met Your Mother. He was in Harold and Kumar, and each movie, he was a womanizer who had a lot of women. In real life, he's gay. Neil Patrick Harris is his name. So, can they be offended if you have someone gay playing someone straight? You're not representing us properly? You didn't catch all the dynamics? See how that works both ways?
Yeah, I know. We were going to do both questions. But the other, Jonathan said, me personally, I think it'd be more authentic if a gay male/female actress did the role. But I'm also not opposed to a straight person doing it. I'm personally not opposed to it.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think Denzel Washington would have played Frank Lucas better if he was an actual drug dealer? Because it's called acting for a reason. Like, you get into the character.
And, that was one time on The Real Housewives.
Or do you have to be a killer in order to play a killer? So, would the movie be better if you hire authentic psychos? I'm just asking.
People say sometimes, people will ask, when you play a role, people will be like, have you ever done that? Like, I remember Phaedra had asked Demetria, have you ever
Too Long Flu, you're right.
drugs?
Never really watched the whole movie, but, actually, what was his name? Woody Harrelson has actually played...
Hey, Shanny.
A drag queen in another movie, or a cross-dresser in another movie, so... no one's mad about that.
I don't think people are... Well, some people might be mad by...
So do you think that person has to actually live that life or do that role in real life in order to be authentic? Would you have to be a king in order to play a king? No, I'm just saying, so you have to be gay in order to play a gay person? People get lost in the roles. What's his name? That passed doing the Joker role. He's not a killer, Heath Ledger, but... it's where he submerged himself into the role to make you believe.
So Spicy and Saucy said, a straight man could act better than a gay man, or vice versa. It doesn't matter who, as long as whoever it is a good actor. Robin Williams did Drag and Birdcage.
Facts.
No, but people do get lost. That's what Shannon said. Michael B. Jordan got lost in his Black Panther role.
So I like him, but I don't know. Sometimes they choice movies like Fruitvale Station wasn't a good movie. I don't know. Just because it's a slower movie doesn't mean it's a good movie. I watched Fruitvale Station. I watch a lot of movies. I probably see almost every movie eventually. And I don't know. He's hit or miss. There are...
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah. Like, he was good in Creed. I mean, he did the new Fantastic Four. He did a little comedy drama with Zac Efron.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't think people are all that great of actors. I just think they're, attractive. So, that role continues. But I don't know. You can say... there's so many people that do so many different things. What's the guy that died from a drug overdose and he played in a movie with Robert De Niro and he was actually a trans in that movie? William Seymour Hoffman, I believe.
What movie was it?
I forgot. He's played so many, his range of roles is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, there's certain people that can just damn near play anything. Mm-hmm. I like Denzel, but I'm gonna be honest with you. his range, versatility in roles is not, to me, not the best. He plays good movies, but give me a movie where Denzel was completely submerged, accent, everything.
I don't know, because I kind of agree.
I've seen everything he's done.
Yeah, I think he's like, he's not the same in every movie, but I haven't seen him do anything that's like out the box from what you expect him to do. So I kind of agree. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
What movie was he in? He was an amazing actor, and he was actually. No, I wasn't with Rob Williams. He was in a movie Robert De Niro called A Sin of a Woman. These are old movies. I'm a movie person.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the boy that played Robin in the Batman movie with Mr. Freeze? He was in that movie.
Oh. You know,
Chris O'Donnell. I know. I'm a movie person.
Shani said y'all like Idris.
I actually think Idris is overrated a little bit sometimes.
I do too. I think Idris Elba is so overrated. I really think he's overrated.
Sorry. I'll tell you someone black that doesn't get credit, female. I love Viola Davis. Viola Davis can act. Like, she'll play a role and I'll be like, and I'll be stuck in it.
Yeah, I like her a lot too.
What's his name? He kind of went back. Speaking on that, the three people we were just talking about, two people we were just talking about, they're in a movie together. Antoine Fisher, Derek Luke was in a movie with Viola Davis and Denzel Washington. I think he's an underrated actor. I actually think what's her name's an underrated actress? Regina King, OG, been in a lot of movies.
I love her.
She doesn't like get shouted out as much as I think she should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she kind of gets stuck in that box. That's like what's her name that played on Waiting to Exhale? She's always somebody's mom.
Hell, I'll tell you who I like. To be honest, I like Lorenz Tate as an actor.
What's her name? You know who I'm talking about. She played in Waiting to Exhale. She was
She played Bernie.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. She's always somebody's mom. She was in This Christmas.
Yeah, she is always the mom.
She has like the southern. I can't think of her name for my life.
I can't think of her name right now. Let me look, because I think she's very underrated. I just can't think of her name right now. I'm having a brain fart.
Someone that's versatile. She was in The Help. Octavia Spencer, pretty good.
Oh, I love.
She was in Mom. Her. There's a lot of people that aren't quintessential like
Mom too.
The top actors, but they're overlooked a lot of times.
Loretta Devine.
There we go.
I feel like she's always put in the same exact role every.
She's always the aunt or the mom, and she's usually Southern.
Yeah.
Always.
Angela Bassett is good, but I feel like Angela Bassett, I don't think she's underrated though. I think she probably could be big. Well, not necessarily big.
Angela Bassett is good, but to me,
credit, but she
the Tina Turner buyout was like her peak. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like her peak. I really can't think of. I mean, you know what? We're gonna do Angela Bassett, a male actor that's been out since Earl and Cornbread that doesn't get due. That's Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne was in Hoodlum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the list goes on. He's been in a lot of movies.
So we have. Okay, so they already knew Loretta. Rita said Regina Hall. My mom said Angela Bassett. Shani said Jamie Foxx is a beast.
Jamie Foxx is a beast. I don't know if you've seen the movie Ali. Muhammad Ali had a Jewish trainer. And he played him. That was actually, if you like know the story of Muhammad Ali, it was actually like a really good movie. But his biopics are amazing. But Jamie Foxx was not always amazing.
Mm-mm.
He's done some really terrible movies in the beginning. He was really corny in the beginning.
He was corny at first. Even though I liked him on his show. But he...
I don't think I like anyone in any type of Tyler Perry movie. That was so mean. People get mad when I say that. I just feel like...
It depends.
I feel like it's so chitlin circuit that I just can't watch it.
Not the I don't like Tyler Perry's movies.
I feel like his movies come with cotton and cornbread.
I don't like his
movies. I really do.
Because they are so predictable. But I love the plays because... I love the plays for the singing, but I also love the plays because when they do the plays, the actors get a chance to improvise. And it's like the improvising is always the best part of the show. When they kind of like go off script, but they keep it tied in and they just play around with each other. You can tell that it's just like natural chemistry. I love the plays. I don't really like the movies by Tyler Perry.
So you know who the same person is in every movie is? You know who's the same person, and he's actually been in more movies than anyone in Samuel Jackson. has been in more movies than anyone in the history of movies, but he's the same person.
He the
same tone.
He
might have a wig. I mean, we're going from Triple X to Marvel. He is literally the same person in every movie.
I'm gonna tell you who the same person in every single movie, and people are probably gonna be mad. But Kerry Washington is the same person in every single movie.
Kerry Washington was in Ray, and she did a really good job. My favorite things with Kerry Washington
was Ray. She did a good
Ray,
job in that.
And I Think I Love My Wife with Chris Wan.
She was alright in.
She makes his face like
she was
she's
okay in Fantastic Four, but to me, Kerry Washington has like, I call it the stuck face. Her face looks the same no matter
constipated.
No matter what type of emotion she's trying to portray, her face always looks the same. Her tone of voice is always the same. I think she's overrated.
You know who's not a good actress? Gabrielle Union to me is not a good actress. Sorry, I'm about to get cursed out. Give me some drink.
Shanny said, I feel like some of Taraji's work is overrated.
I feel like she doesn't...
I feel like Taraji has gotten better. She's definitely got way better. Some of her more current roles, like with Empire and all of that, I feel like she's been like... she's been in beast mode, but she does have some stuff where it's kind of like...
Proud was terrible. It was a terrible movie.
I like... You know who else I like? Let's talk about Regina Hall.
I like her more than... Yeah, I like her.
I don't like her.
She's come a long way.
I like them. I think I like them equally.
I feel like they should just play sisters on a movie.
They
should remake Soul Food when they be sisters.
They could play sisters in a movie.
Because
they could play sisters in a movie.
Taraji's from DC. I think she's highly overrated.
Just said leave Taraji alone. Her expressions are the best, and she ate that scene going off in Hidden Figures. I never saw that.
That was our movie. Whatever. Talk about Taraji's eye when she was singing on Hustle and Flow. Hard Out Here Like a Pimp. They had her singing in that movie.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't think Terrence Howard's a good actor. Hey man. He told her in every movie.
I don't really think
he literally is the same person in every movie.
He's an okay actor, I think. I don't think he's all that.
I just don't think they're not. When you only have one style, I don't know, I negate it. There's a black actor that no one talks about that I actually think is pretty decent, and that's Anthony Mackie. He plays the Hawk in Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
He was in like Adjustment Bureau with Matt Damon. He's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I remember him back like when he was in like the BEC movies. He was in Crossover.
Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. Okay, guys. So the next topic is actually a question. We want to know, what music artist do you think is overrated? But when you tell us who you think is overrated, you have to tell us why you think they're overrated. It can be rapper, singer.
You know what I'm gonna say.
We just want to know who you guys think is overrated.
Who's yours?
Wait, we asked this question because so many people were going off about the Grammys and about who got awards, who didn't. And a lot of people were making this big issue out of Beyonce getting an award and saying that she was overrated and blah, 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 blah. So I want to know, who do you guys think, what music artist do you think is overrated and why? Please tell us why.
Drake, hands down.
Why do you think Drake is overrated?
I don't think Drake is an amazing rapper. I think he's very simplistic. I think he's relatable. But he's never just like rapped and I was like, ooh, run that back. What did you just say? Mm-hmm. He's not like lyrical. I think he knows the formula to make a song. But Drake, to me, hasn't really made enough work where I'm like, I have to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. Like, his songs are popular, but like, I just hit the switch. The beat cranks. I mean, if you're wrong, give me 2 or 3 songs where Drake is just kirking off.
I don't think Drake is overrated. I think Drake.
Phil, as Rihanna can't sing.
I think now Drake is starting to sound. He's definitely starting to sound repetitive. I will say that. But I think when his first like 3-4 albums, I think he was that dude. Like,
so how many albums does he have?
I don't know, but I know
he has at least 4 or 5 albums.
I have 4 of them. I personally have 4. He's not my favorite artist, but I wouldn't say he's overrated. I think he gets the credit that he should. I think
But there's so many other better rappers. To be honest, bar for bar, he's not better than Pusha T.
Yeah,
he's not better than Big Sean. Like, if you, like, take the lyric sheet and go through it, and you be like, but Drake rhymes like a child.
I don't think.
I just miss my bed and my mom. You know? Like, there's nothing he's giving me to show me, like, a higher level of intellect. Drake can't out-rap Cole. He can't out-rap Kendrick. But he's number one in the game.
I don't think he's overrated, though. That's me personally, though. You know, you think he's overrated. I don't.
I think he makes very monotone
So we have,
style
my mom
music.
said Mary J. Blige, she just cannot sing. I don't think Mary can sing either. Mary has endless bops. Like, you could play any of Mary J. Blige's album and she always gonna have nothing but endless songs. Like, her songs are everything. I will never take that from her. And I actually really like Mary J. Blige.
So if you said that, does that mean Rihanna's overrated?
Do you think she's overrated? Because you keep bringing her
No,
up.
I keep bringing her up because she said she can't sing. Rihanna can't sing either.
So you think she's overrated?
I think she sells sex and not music.
So you think she's overrated? Just say it. You might as well say it now. You said it. Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing with Rihanna. Before I say who I think is overrated as a music artist, my thing with Rihanna is Rihanna can sell what she's singing. So, like, when she's singing, like...
Oh, my parents from the Navy.
When she's singing S&M, she can sell it 100%. When she's singing, like...
I think it's an image.
She's singing
selling the
work.
image.
Yeah, she can sing. She was a product. And she learned the business enough to be able to sell what she's doing. So she sings...
So you don't think Mary J. Blige did either?
Rihanna sings just good enough to be able to sing her songs live. But when she's singing live, you don't hear people say, I've never heard anybody be like, oh my God, Rihanna was blowing that song.
Because she can't really blow.
Right, but when she's singing, she sings enough to be able to hold a tune. And she can sell you what she's singing and what she's doing. Mary...
When you say you have a great team, basically, when you say that, you're basically saying...
They have a great team.
You put together a great enough disguise to fool everyone so they don't realize she can't sing. That's what you sound like. Yeah. When someone says, oh, you have a great team, we're going to distract you from the fact that she can't sing. You know? That's how I feel like you're really saying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because now, this generation, you don't have to be able to sing to be considered a top A-list singer. Yeah, people don't even call... People... Okay, so now, and I was watching this on Spike Manny and Gabe's show, Spicy and Saucy show, where they were talking about who do you think is a vocalist versus a singer, and I'm like, when did music start being divided into vocalist and singer? I thought a singer was supposed to be a vocalist. No. That's your job, to sing. Back in the day, that was their job, to sing. Name an old singer who's a singer that can't sing.
Diana Ross.
No, that's not true.
She can sing.
She wasn't the best singer, but she could sing good. She could sing good enough to sing all her songs live and sound good doing it.
I was just never Diana Ross and saying I'm gonna not, because everyone gets mad and like, leave this person alone. Why? Yeah, why are they that important? Put it this way: when you put people on a pedestal and you can't talk about them, I actually feel like you make them like godlike. I mean,
no, but that's not true.
You can't say nothing about this person.
No, but we all have our favorites in music and movies. Excuse me.
They talk about Jesus. We're gonna talk about everybody.
Be quiet. you know, people have their favorites, and like, people are gonna defend their favorites. Like my mom said, Mary J. Blige can sing. Shani knows that if Aunt Wendy was on here, Aunt Wendy would be taken up for Mary J. Blige because that's like her favorite singer. People are going to take up for their favorites. You know, that's normal. But people did that back in the day, too. Because, like, you have my grandmother, who you can't say anything bad about Keith Sweat. She thinks he's just the greatest male to come out in music. She loves him. I personally never really thought Keith Sweat sung all that good. He has good music. I never thought he was, like, the best singer, though. He has, like, a weird Jacquees type of whiny type of voice.
I can't stand him either.
But he has, you know, he was a big male artist at that time. He could sing good enough to sing all of his songs live. Like, even watching the old videos, I never saw a live performance from Keith Sweat where he was hitting bad notes or didn't sound like his record sounded.
He also stayed in his range, too.
Yeah, and that's the difference between now and then. Now we have auto-tune. We have so much equipment where you could have somebody who has a really nice voice go in the studio and lay a whole entire track. Then you can have the artist that the song is for go in the studio and literally sing over that track. But once they're finished, once the producers are finished with the track, it sounds like it's the artist by themselves. You don't even hear the person who's really singing all the harmonies and background vocals and stuff. Look at prime example. People who watch The Real Housewives. Prime example. If you saw it, you saw the episode where Candy produced that song "Tardy for the Party" for Kim. Candy literally sang the whole entire song, the background vocals, all of the harmonies. She even sung the verses. But if you have the song, the final song on iTunes, it sounds like it's all Kim. Kim literally sung over top of Candy, and it sounds like it's her.
There's a lot of overrated artists. I've never heard anyone just give out random Future lines unless it was a hook. But Future's like overly. I really feel like Future. No one even knows what he's saying 90% of the time.
Let me see.
And y'all keep saying who can't sing, but if they're selling records, then they're doing it. Because I always bring this up. Everyone say it. Kiki Wine can sing, but no one's buying those records. And I'll say that, but I was like, that's
not true.
She's not an A1. She's not a top tier artist, but she has the vocals to do. So it's not about talent.
But that's another thing.
Not about talent.
Just because somebody is not number one on Billboard, people will be like, oh well, they're not selling no records.
Not number one. All of her albums, I can't recant 5 songs that she's done solo, and she's been on for years.
I can.
But you're a fan.
But go to her Instagram.
That's like saying I've never seen this team play on TV, and you're like, I have, because you look for it. I never look for it.
I don't look for her stuff. She's always when people want someone to perform for those older artists who actually could sing, she's like one of the top artists that everyone goes to. They did a tribute to Tamia. She was the one who closed the tribute. They did the tribute to Tamela Mann. She came and closed the tribute.
And she's not, but she's like, you like her, but she's not what you want to hear. On average, she's not what everyone wants to hear. And she has the talent, but
I don't think
some people have it and they don't.
I
really feel like that some people have it and they don't.
I think.
Look, Lionel Richie was not even the best singer in the Commodores. We're going old school.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was not even the best singer. He still had one of the most successful careers of an African American male artist ever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Britney Spears is one of my absolute favorites, but she came out with Pink and Christina Aguilera, and she was 3 times. I can confidently say she was 3 times bigger than both of them. She was bigger than both of them put together. Vocally, she's not even close to their level. Pink and Christina were 2 of the best singing pop females out at that time with Britney Spears, but Britney Spears outsung them. I mean, Britney Spears outsold them.
It's star quality, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that Rihanna is where she's at lets you know that pure talent is not what everyone's buying. You're buying an image. You're buying, you're riding a wave. Because if we were going on pure talent, Rihanna wouldn't even be someone you would purchase from. If you don't believe me, ask. I guarantee you Rihanna would never do something like this. I mean, she's pitiful. She would never go on what is it?
The Voice.
No, not The Voice. Something where she's singing with other singers. What's the joint they do on the Soul Train joint?
The Cypher.
The Soul Cypher. You would never hear Rihanna in that. You would never ever hear Rihanna in that because she couldn't keep up.
I always wanted to see a live competition show where they have actual music artists competing against each other and
not gonna do that
and singing.
This is gonna make them look bad.
And they all have to sing 100% live with a live band, and they have to sing songs that are not their own songs.
Well, I mean, to be honest, if you want to do that, I don't think Chris Brown would even keep up with half the old male artists like a KC JoJo or a Brian McKnight. You think Chris Brown?
I think Chris Brown.
Is this before or after he does the coke? Because when I hear Chris Brown live, whatever your excuse might be, them notes be all over the place. Since y'all want to talk about marrying.
I don't agree with that.
But I bet you'll hit that bitch.
When he's dancing, he can't hit notes now. But if he actually stands and sings, if he's just like singing and not doing a whole bunch of dancing, he can still sing. He gets winded when he's dancing and performing. He performs.
I just feel like he doesn't have any challenge. He doesn't. Who is this competition? Jason Derulo, Omarion. I feel like Chris Brown is talented in all the aspects, but I would never call him a vocalist. I wouldn't. I don't even think they're having any actually like male vocalists out that are. Well, Jacquees sang one. Who gonna do Derek Luke? Actually, Derek Luke. Derek Luke can sing his ass off.
Luke James.
I said Derek Luke. Yeah, Luke James. That's the one who can like undeniably sing.
So you think Chris Brown is overrated too?
Vocally, how y'all describe it? Because I notice certain people do it. Yes, but it's attractive. You can dance. I feel like he does everything in enough categories, but vocally, Chris Brown's not a crooner.
I hear
if Chris Brown were to sit there and just sing, I don't think he'll be.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't say he can't sing at all. I'm saying his voice is not special enough. If he just sang, I don't think he would. I think
so. I definitely think if he just were to sit and sing, yes.
I don't even think Chris Brown vocally is fucking with Usher.
You tripping?
Usher
learned how to sing because when Usher first came out, Usher could not sing. He's not overrated though, Usher. All right, so who do you guys think is underrated? Let's switch to that. Who do you think? What music artist is underrated? What music artist do you think?
Mind you, no one here actually makes money on music, so it's all opinion. So I don't want everyone to get their panties in a bunch.
Who do you think?
I think Trey Songz overrated by far.
You think he's overrated?
I think, again, he's one of those people that sell sex. I actually think he kind of bit off R. Kelly.
I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he is.
So that's what I'm talking about, like R. Kelly. These are people who can do nothing and sit there and sing.
R. Kelly is a better writer and producer than singer.
R. Kelly can sing. He can out sing.
R. Kelly can sing.
He can out sing Chris.
Hell no, he can't.
Live?
No, hell no, you're tripping. R. Kelly has a nice voice. He can sing.
Some people are worship, some people are not. I let it go. I never went with that.
Jasmine Sullivan, very, very, very underrated. Ari Lennox, very, very, very underrated. Justine Scott,
are you talking about like these?
Underrated.
But see, look what category they're singing in. If you're singing like neo soul, you already put yourself in a box that you're not going to be like a top tier mainstream artist. You're not.
No, because if we go back to Kiki was originally signed to RCA Records.
And she's never been a top tier artist ever. She's got hits, but in the black community, but she's not a top tier artist.
But her first album with that major record label was in the Billboard Top 20.
She's not a top tier artist.
She chose to leave the record label because she didn't want to be the type of artist that they were trying to push her to be. That's the same thing with Pink. Pink left. Who was it? Audrey Harrell. Which one was her? Pink was part of a major record label. She chose to leave the label. She fought to get out of her contract because she didn't want to do pop.
But she's been a top tier artist though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
she became a
even
top,
when she her first.
Look at her first album. Pink became a top tier artist when she left that major record label and started pushing herself. And started doing what she said was true to her. She sells sex fantasy. Tiana Taylor, yes. Very underrated. Very, very underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is underrated?
If I don't care. I don't know.
They try to have her do R&B.
I think
Mike's just talking about Pink. Underrated artist.
Not too fond of the white people switching over to our music, but
overrated. I didn't say an overrated artist. I should have said Adele. She is so overrated. So Adele and what's the boy?
But Adele can sing better than Rihanna.
So that doesn't matter.
It does. Because when people bring up the singers.
Tamia is underrated. Extremely underrated. Thank you, Mom. To me, it's so underrated.
So are you talking about vocally or are you talking about overall package? Because there's some niggas in the alley that can sing better than a lot of people. I mean, but if you're not making the music that I want to hear, are you underrated or are you just the underperformer?
Have you ever heard Tamia's music though? Have you ever heard her live? Ever seen her perform? She puts on a show. She's singing live the whole time she's putting on the show, and she's blowing live. She has music. You can we could play her album. Her album, she has bop after bop after bop after bop on albums, but she's just. I think she's sold well enough to be known because I mean they did a whole tribute for her on that award. I forgot what show it was. So she's known well enough and she's done well enough, but I feel like she's not like a top tier artist.
Male artists or other people. Young Dolph, I think Young Dolph is tight. Underrated. I don't know if I like Young Dolph or Yo Gotti more because Yo Gotti's been rocking for a while. Just like me personally, I think Young Jeezy's better than Gucci Mane. But Gucci Mane has way more music than him. But again, these are opinions.
Well, when they did the verses, I was going for Gucci. I'm more fond of Gucci's sound.
To me, the verses are dumb. That to me, in theory, it's a good idea, but it's terrible because they never match the songs up right. So they just have people play random songs. And they don't match them right.
Some of the battles were good. Like Brandy and Monica, that was a battle that I had put in my Instagram story probably like 3 months before the actual battle. I was like, so who y'all pick, Brandy or Monica? Because you know that's going to be a battle eventually. Because that was one of those music rivalries where you knew that was going to be a versus. They were always compared and put against each other.
That's the only black artist. Who's better, this or that? But you like, I don't know this. What's better, chicken tacos or be like, it's your preference?
Maisha said, I think Meg is overrated. I slightly think she's overrated too. I love her to death, but I do slightly.
I think a lot of these female rappers now are overrated, but it's such a flux of them.
I think Mulatto is underrated. I definitely think she's underrated. Key Glock is underrated. Oh yeah, Kelly Price, underrated. In my opinion.
So what songs are they missing? I just sound like y'all naming a bunch of people that can sing. Doesn't mean they're underrated. It means they haven't put out a product that people want. Maybe is it not overrated? Just because you can sing does not mean you're going to make good music.
These girls also came out during a time where.
So now the time's over.
No, but at the time there were. At the time where a lot of them, the girls that we're naming now, like Kelly Price, Tamia, Kiki Wyatt, those type of girls, they came out during the time where there were those 3 females that the music industry wanted to be the big girls, and nobody else could be with them. Because and we are going to be like completely honest and talk about singers and vocalists.
We gotta get away from that topic and talk about all the music, all the music. Because that just always goes deep and everyone's like yelling out their favorites. Just because you yell out your favorite doesn't mean you're right. You can't be right if it's an opinion.
That's true. That's very true. Very, very true. So, was it any social media? I was about to say Big Lotto is underrated. I think so too. I think Monica was too fake. You think so in the verses? I don't think she was. Oh shoot, I messed up my thing.
I don't even know what that means.
Brandy and Monica. We would do that before they did.
Cardi, overrated. Oh, she's overrated. Oh, she's so overrated.
I think Jay-Z.
I feel like some of these girls just. It's like a package. I'm gonna make a song that reaches out. It's gonna be ratchet. It's gonna talk about
But we can say that. We can say that about males too, because
some of the males are overrated. I just said Drake is overrated.
I think Jay-Z is very overrated. Very overrated.
That's people's
as far as rap, I think he's overrated. I mean, I never heard anything where I'm like, I'm like, damn, Jay-Z going off. Like his songs always crank, but I've never heard him spit something where I'm like, damn, like he's spitting. I think Rick Ross is underrated. Very underrated. I think Rick Ross is one of the best rappers of our generation. But like he says,
I like him. Just
he doesn't
always
get the
talk about
credit
coke.
that he does. I mean, but all the male rappers do. That's what they all talk about.
Just deeper. Just deeper. I mean.
Who else? Who else could be overrated and underrated?
Migos overrated.
I like the
Migos. I don't think anyone in the Migos is lyrically talented at all.
No,
but they know how to rock the beat.
I disagree with that.
Spit some verses.
I think I'm not a rapper.
But you listen to them, right? I can name Jay-Z.
I think Quavo and Takeoff can rap. When they actually really rap, I think those two can rap. I don't think Offset. I think Offset is okay, but I don't think he's. I've never heard anything from him that made me like really get into it. But I think Takeoff is the best, and then I think Quavo is like right behind Takeoff. I think those two can rap.
When the Migos rap, I only hear the hook, Bad and Bougie. Then I hear like a skirt skirt or a ad lib.
Yes, the Quavo and Sweetie video, I saw that, and I was actually going to talk about that, but because we were talking about all this other stuff, I didn't want to like try to throw that in. So we're going to talk about that next week. Next week, I'm definitely going to talk about that because there was this interview that Sweetie did with the guy. What is his name? She did an interview with the guy called Justin LaBoy, and he has his own like talk show podcast, and you could tell that he was asking her a lot of questions about like relationships and stuff, and you could just tell that her energy was just, she was so over it. She was trying to be professional, but you could definitely tell that she was over it. And there was this one question that he asked her, and then the answer that she gave and the response that he gave, it made my blood boil, and I wanted to talk about it. But we're going to talk about them next week because we are out of time. We only have 5 minutes left. I love Sweetie. She's not necessarily the best rapper, but I love her. Carisha can't rap. Yes, okay, so the City Girls, they talking about the City Girls on here. The City Girls, JT can actually rap. JT can rap. Carisha has the star quality. When you no way, we about to end. All right, guys. So we are out of time.
Who's that saying? Shauna Reese?
No, they saying Sweetie.
No, the person's name, I can't see it.
Yeah, Shani, Maisha, Courtney. They saying Maisha says Sweetie. Shani says Sweetie. That's my girl. Did you see the girl that got killed in Virginia? No, we did not. I didn't see that.
You watching the news? What are they killing people down here?
I know.
Down here in Texas,
people are killing people everywhere.
I really feel like an Amber Alert goes off in Texas every other day.
Every day.
I'm like, oh my God, they're just snatching children. It's crazy.
I know we need more time, but we only have an hour because we learned this the hard way. Instagram will cut you off after an hour. So we lost the whole hour of footage because they cut us off and we clicked the live to go back live because we freaked out like we panicked. And when we turned the live back on, it deleted the hour video and it only got the last 9 minutes that we were doing extra. So we will not click back on if this video cuts off. I'm letting y'all know that now. We need more time. But we do. We thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Thank you so much for being interactive with us. Shani, Maisha, Mom, Rita, Courtney. We had some other people, Spicy and Saucy. And there were some new people on here that were interacting too. I can't see his name, but it was a guy, something Jonathan, that was on here. He was being very interactive. So thank you all for watching, tuning in. Please catch us again next week at the same time. 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. This was kind of just like a little fun interactive one. Next week we'll have a special guest and we will announce who this week. But please make sure that you guys tune in, and we love you guys so much, and we are out. And this video will be on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow. And I spent all day yesterday editing this video that I'm going to put on YouTube. I might put a snippet on Facebook and a snippet on our IG. The video is going to be really good. It's from Jean's birthday weekend. It's a really good video. All right, but we are out. We love you guys. See y'all later.
See you, be safe. Off to drink.